What's going on? Yeah, 1 second to set some stuff up here. Very unprepared for a live stream. Right at this moment. Computer up. Just wanted to get it up as quick as I possibly could. YouTube's. Also, because I want to apologize for deleting all of my videos on YouTube. Just kind of want to get rid of them. It's pretty simple. I just didn't really want them. Close my door. Just kind of want to get rid of them. Alright. Here. What does it say? Just didn't really want them. Close my door. Alright. That should be good, right? That should be good, right? Alright then, let's get this on. Let's beat that.
I thought she was being theatrical, but now I understand her extra ominous tone.
The fire of Ra has been...
This is actually kind of loud. Give me a second. Where's audio? Yeah, audio is. Hang on. I'm actually gonna have to pull up YouTube again. I don't know all of the Easter egg steps. I'm gonna have to look them up. Very sad. I'm sorry, guys. X. Mr. of Waffles. X. Not.
Springboard you to max affinity when you get to that point in the egg. You're going to get a bowl spawn in that central podium. You can pick that up and we'll be using it later. You'll also get a weapon from your third challenge, which is a Pack-a-Punch pistol, and this means that you can basically jump into doing those Pack-a-Punch challenges super duper early.
Pause that.
I have seen
I want to get these challenges done
gladiatorial
first.
combat alongside some of the pictorials I have been featured in. I remember one very vividly. I had a small mustache. Oh, rude! I sliced your windpipe.
Alright. Yoink. Yoink. And yoink. Yoink. Where is he?
The deed is done. A prize to be claimed.
Give me hot.
As far as I can tell, the jeering crowd appear to have been spared the
Yeah,
effects
5
of
to
the
6.
poison.
Yeah, consist. Yeah,
As have
consecutive headshots. So, think of that.
Curious. Very curious. Well, you want
Hey.
to fight?
You got stuck on me there for a second.
The challenge is finished. Another awaits. Bonus points.
I'm gonna head over here and grab this
Do not think for a
insta-kill.
minute that I can be fought.
My specialist weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 7. Is there any more? There's still only 7.
Chakrams feel ready to use.
So I'm gonna wait next round and get that. Alright, now it's
A trap
fire.
of flames. I like this. It adds an element of danger to all this danger.
A challenge met. Our god appeared.
Oh, I was hoping he was blue, not purple. Okay. Open, we're going to open the map, and then we're going to actually start the Easter egg.
That is no ordinary tree. I would wager it is fed by more than fertile soil and fresh water. I'm good with plants. I know these things.
You know these things. I don't. What is he like? Jamaican? No, I don't remember. I can't remember the the word for it. I'm gonna start the challenges to open pack.
Do not feel shame. I learned from the best.
Wait, am I? No, I'm going right way. Right up here. Alright. Here. Start challenge 1. Easy challenge.
Contender calls the champion of Danu.
I hate cats. Especially dead ones who don't have the good sense to stay down.
The champion of Danu is slain.
Yoink.
A contender calls the champions of Raw.
Someone new has entered the fight.
Easy.
Music to my ears.
The champions of Raw are slain.
Too easy, boys. Get on my level.
While I would literally kill for a warm bath, I do not think that this is the place. Ugh, so unsanitary.
Unsanitary? This place looks nice. What are you talking about?
A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
I do not
Zeus,
like how
obviously.
big that is. Don't like his axis either. That, on the other hand, is too easy.
The champions of Zeus are slain.
Easy.
A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of
Dominated.
Odin is slain.
I want to open these doors right here.
How does
2000,
one
that's
get into this
stupid.
gap? I could use
I
the
can't. I haven't played
extra
this map in a bit.
Me llamo Diego y soy un gladiador.
Bonus points.
It seems the gods favor Diego. And really, who can blame them?
I'm gonna open that one too. Yeah, they're really good. An item is available, you say?
I'm sorry about your brain, but you were not really using it anyway. Once more, I got distracted and forgot to count my bullets.
Carpenter.
That sound transports me back to the revolution. Building gallows for the Porfiristas. Ah, good times.
Okay, so I'm gonna buy. Oh no, I can't buy more ammo. I'm an idiot. Let me go back. Let me go down to Pack-a-Punch and
Now that is a lot of gold.
Damn
I'm
it.
sure no one will notice if a little goes missing.
I just need a max ammo at this point. If I can get max ammo, I'll be fine.
Ah, now this is a place worthy of tales. The inner sanctum of the evil death cult. And there, on the pillars, strange occult symbols, likely foretelling our doom. Blood.
Alright. That's enough touching.
Out of bullets. Well, I must demonstrate my
Thank you.
nice and sharp, eh? I shaved this knife. In my face. When I was a boy, I
Shave.
wanted to be a lion tamer.
Bitch.
Dare you? I overthrew a government and liberated a nation. Who are you to claw?
Okay, now we can look and see what we need to do.
Any standard game, I have a guide for it on my channel if you don't know how to pap, but essentially you just need to hold square on all the gongs in the 4 god arenas and summon the champions. I also highly recommend that you're building the shield as you go around the map as well, and I have a full guide for that on my channel too. You will need that for later on in the Easter egg. Now, an important thing to notice while you're killing those champions to open the Pack-a-Punch is that you'll build really positive affinity from doing so. That's the hand in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, which either gives you a thumbs up and is green, or a thumbs down and is red. You're going to need maximum positive affinity. That's the glowing, sparking green thumbs up to build the wonder weapon on this map, the Death of Orion, also known as Serket's Kiss. Now, I've got a full guide for that on my channel, and it's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. For now, though, I'm just going to say a comment or two about the actual build process for it. What I suggest you do is try your best to maintain your positive affinity from killing the champions, and use that to springboard you to max affinity when you get to that point in the egg in a moment. You can make sure you maintain positive affinity by doing things like avoiding getting hit by the fire in spawn, that's important, trying to not take any damage, killing champions, getting kills with your special weapon, getting kills with traps, all sorts of things like that, and especially getting revives. That's a really useful one. So if you're in co-op, only one of you is going to need positive affinity, and so you can just revive your teammate a bunch, get that max affinity, and then you'll be able to build the Death of Orion without too much hassle. It's basically just the step specifically where they throw something into the center of the arena, and you need to be on max glowing affinity for a full round. It needs to be the sparking green one for a full round, and so just getting to that point can be a little tricky unless you can serve those champions affinity. Last comment about affinity, don't go in the fire, it ruins your affinity. Okay, enough about the Death of Orion. I'm telling you that you need to build that, so as soon as the Pack-a-Punch is opened, that
Basically,
is
I'm
your
ready to go.
job.
I need to
Start
go,
building
dude.
the Death of Orion. Like I said before, there'll be extra info as well down below, and all my guides are linked below too. While you're working on building the Death of Orion, you're going to want to wait until you get a gladiator zombie, and the gladiator needs to throw his axe through one of the burning wooden pyres in the spawn. If you get him to spawn downstairs, it's fine, don't worry, just run him up the stairs and then kind of crouch or stand behind that wooden pyre, and the gladiator should throw his axe through it and knock off a chunk of wood. You need to pick that wood up, and it might take you a few seconds to be able to grab it. That's what happened in my game here. But pick up the chunk of wood and bring it downstairs to the cauldron. That's the big metal pot below Odin's temple. We're going to put the piece of wood inside one of the metal hooks hanging above the cauldron. Chuck it in there, and it then needs to just sit there and burn, essentially.
That killed me, right?
2 to 3 full rounds.
That's
so
stupid.
It could be that you...
There's no reason that should have killed me.
Everybody loves the comeback.
Full power.
Why are there so many?
Carpenter.
Our boys say no, no, no.
Jesus.
Rise,
Dude, really? Where do you spawn from? Grab. No, I don't want the grab. Terrible gun. No.
They call these submachine guns. I call them best machine guns.
Death machine gun.
How many of these
I'm going to die again.
What's this now? Gladiator school? This one seemed furious at me. I wonder, did I do something in a past life? Oh, I like these. Compact and vicious. Winning combination.
Please stop touching me.
Diego is going hunting now. Stay out of the way. Hands to yourself, Kuko.
Oh my god.
It is better to be fast.
I mean, a whole bunch of crap.
Break their bones.
Perhaps now we get a real challenge, eh?
Doubtful. It's all like, these are freaking cats. They're kittens. Sad.
My lady friend Grisella used to call me Tiger. Now she calls me a dog. Story of my life. Got some more.
Maybe you can give me the... Okay. Oh, you give me it. Great.
Bye-bye.
Shut your face. No one likes you, my friend. Bye-bye, my friend.
Bonus points.
Muchas gracias, cucarachas. Better gun, short on cash. Get to that magic box pronto. catches fire. There are few things more satisfying. Oh, smell. Whew. Bruno, was that you? Much like me, this weapon combines power and precision in one powerful package. I once fought a jaguar back in Mexico. If your trainer is here, I'd like to have a word.
Double points.
Right now, points mean life. Fight.
Oh my god, I just need this wonder weapon, but it won't give me it. The damn box again.
Dios mío, this priest is quite the butcher. Oh, he will not place my head on the block. No gracias. Diego Necali is no piece of cake. I once made love on a tiger skin rug. It smells better than these beasts, I assure you.
Alright then, I'll take it.
Sister Josefa, is that you?
Didn't exactly want that. Let's be over here.
If I run out of ammo and die, won't I just wake back up in that cave? Lucky me! I adore these little Spitfires.
And you'll act like a
my
Spitfire.
God. Let us dance, Pasrole. And kill everything inside, of course.
Homunculus.
Show them no mercy.
Oh,
Spitfire.
I like these. Compact and vicious. We need a combination. Come, my darling. Let us dance. And kill everything inside, of course. Lucky me. I adore these little Spitfires. I can see a weapon called a bullet. He flies much like your axe. Not that it would save you from me. It would be a crime to cover my face.
Max ammo.
So when do I get him?
Pleasantly surprised.
Hang on, I wanna see how to get this.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. This is a no the Nonsense Guide for you to get the Death of Orion Wonder Weapon, upgradable to the Circuit's Kiss in the map 9 in Black Ops 4 Zombies. To begin with, I highly recommend taking the advice that my buddy Codename Pizza gives, which is that really you should stay in the spawn for the first couple of rounds of your game and do the first 3 medallion challenges accessible by knifing ropes around the
So have I been doing this
is that it's going to give you a pack-a-punched Z Harmony pistol, and that's just going to make your life a lot easier as you go through all of the steps. It's also generally just a good idea to do those challenges. To kick those challenges off, you need to go to one of the 4 ropes in the starting arena and knife to pick up a pot from the center of the arena. It will be like...
I didn't grab the pot. Oh no. I need that pot. I've probably been wasting so much time thinking I had to get it from box and I had to build it. That's great.
Something tells me this is important.
On this kind of podium here, you definitely need to grab that as well. If it hasn't spawned in yet, make sure that you've got good crowd affinity. That's the green hand in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and you can get that by staying alive, getting headshots, and doing those challenges. One quick note here is that if you get anything mentioning the Brazen Bull in those first 3 challenges, then that just means you need to build the shield. That's the name of the shield. I highly recommend you do that because the shield in this map is going to be absolutely invaluable to your playtime, so build the shield anyway. I've got a guide for it on my channel if you need one. It's actually really convenient because for the next step, we're going to be activating Pack-a-Punch, and that means we're going to be running around all 4 of the god corners of the map. So we're going to start off with Ra here. In there, just run in circles around that underground into the temple. Once you're there, hold square. On them is a metal chain. What we're going to need is a wooden cog. To get this one, from where we just were, go diagonally across the room to the other side, and you should find the cog underneath one of these metal braziers in the corner.
Coming down. Right. Did he get max? Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I should show you the sky.
Hey. Okay.
And you can pick it up by, again, just holding square. Once Pack-a-Punch is opened, our job is going to be to shoot over an urn of fire. To do this, come to this kind of metal grid window thing between the Ra and Danu temples, but staying underground. You'll see that there's a pot down this corridor that's on fire, and you're going to want to shoot that a couple of times.
Please try not vomiting on my stuff, please. I would really appreciate that. You did it anyways, so...
With your Pack-a-Punched Z Harmony. It should fall over, and you'll then see fire beginning to swirl up and into the air in that little corridor that you've just been looking down. This is a sign that you've done a step correctly and you're ready to move on. One thing worth noting is if you don't have a Pack-a-Punch weapon, you can also use a frag grenade to knock down the fire. Go above ground now, between the Ra and Danu temples. We specifically want the bridge between those 2 temples. Head onto there and look down towards the central arena of the map, and then down a little bit further, and you should see a fiery symbol, which is actually an arrow. It's going to be pointing towards one of the 4 god temples on the map. In my case, as you can see here, the arrow is pointing towards the Zeus temple. The reason we need to pay attention to this arrow is that it's going to tell us the location of a head, which we need to pick up. It'll go into our inventory, and we'll then be melting it a little bit later in this guide. Pretty wacky stuff. I'm going to show you all 4 spawn locations.
Oh, he looked really big there and he's kind of scary.
All we need is a giant saucer of
Hi.
They're stronger than they look. I prefer dogs to cats, especially after today. Lo siento, jumping bean.
It looks like just.
Jumping beans are over.
That's kind of funny. Coming over there.
For the head, because there's obviously one in each god temple, but you should only have one of them in your game. Just follow the arrow and you'll be fine. For Danu, run 2 levels down from the top level of the temple, and once you get in there and you get to the bottom of the stairs, pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you exit those steps. For the Royal Temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, and square and pick it.
Why am I stuck? They couldn't move backwards.
Up towards his temple, and as we do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge,
As my
see the
friend
head
Pancho
just
Villa
right
likes to
there
say,
at the base of the
Caca.
cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look in all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of... You run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and running up towards his temple, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running up towards his temple, and as we do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge, see the head just right there at the base of the cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look at all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway, kind of corridor, between the spawn area of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look at all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway, kind of corridor, between the spawn area of the map and the Ra temple. You're going to be able to craft the acid trap here because of the fact that we picked up those 3 parts for it earlier in the game. That was the wooden cog, the metal chain, and the pot. Once the trap's built, you're going to place the head on the edge, see the head just figure out how to get in there, just run in circles around that underground. Running around those 4 areas, you can grab all the shield parts because you've got all the parts of the map open that have shield parts in at that point. Once you have all 4 of your heads, run down into the temple area of the map. If you can't figure out how to get in there, just run in circles around that underground area and you should be able to find an opening. There are a couple of doors that will be shut, but you don't need to worry about those. There are other ways to get into the temple. Once you're there, hold square on the metal spikes and the heads will get placed on the spikes and Pack-a-Punch will open seconds later. While you're in the Pack-a-Punch room, there are going to be 2 parts for the acid trap which we'll need later on, which we're going to pick up. One of them is a metal chain. To get this one, face the Pack-a-Punch, the front of the Pack-a-Punch itself, and take a sharp left. Then, hook around the corner and you should see the metal chain hanging over one of the flaming torches. The other part with...
Really? You had to be kidding me.
Am I the one picking this up, eh? This is not the best use of my time. Well, that was careless of me, and suicidal of you.
Gonna need is a wooden cog. To get this one, from where we just were, go diagonally across the room to the up.
Hello? Can I not make it now? Why can't I make it?
The side, and you should find the cog underneath one of these metal braziers in the corner, and you can melt it when the trapper in the game. That was the wooden cog, the metal chain.
No, wasn't that the right thing? I have to go away from these dicks. Why? I'm gonna die. This is pissing me off. Did I not build it? I still haven't built it because these zombies just don't want to go away.
A cauldron filled with acid.
Okay.
And the pot. Once the trap's built, you're going to place the head that you've just picked up down below the trap itself on this
At last, I face a villain with some imagination. Your complexions are terrible. May I recommend a chemical peel? I see. I suspected something was hiding inside.
metal grate. Turn on the trap and the acid will fall onto the head and it will get melted. When the trap has finished, you're going to want to go back over to it and you should see that the head has melted away into a scorpion which you can pick up. We're not quite at the end of the Easter egg here, but we're very nearly there. Once the scorpion's been picked up, come to the central arena of the map and make sure you've got glowing green crowd affinity. Now I know I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to go into extra detail now just because I know some people are going to struggle with this step and I want to make sure that everyone has a fair chance of getting the Death of Orion. Positive crowd affinity, that's turning the hand in the bottom left from a thumbs down into a very strong glowing sort of sparking thumbs up, can be done in the following way. You need to get a lot of kills. Using your specialist weapon is really good for this. Grabbing power-ups also helps. Using traps. Not getting hit is really important. If you can avoid getting touched by the fire, and by the way, you should be doing this in the arena area of the map up top. Don't throw any grenades at the audience. That's a way to make the crowd unhappy for sure. Also, I recommend that you turn on subtitles, which are in your audio settings, for this step. Once the crowd are pleased enough with you and you've got enough kills in that central arena to make them all happy, they're going to want to give you a gift. And the announcer will say something like, "A gift from the gods." When this happens, you're going to want to keep your eye out for a small present of some kind being thrown into the arena. As your affinity goes from negative to positive, you'll have some items coming from the crowd.
I prayed I would never see one of those devils again.
Keep going when that happens. So
I actually prayed for a decent breakfast.
up with the glowing green sparks on it. When you get the sparks and then you get an item, that's when you know that you're on the right track for the next. Now, it can be quite hard to see, but if you look for the confetti that can help you find it. As soon as you hear that quote, basically keep scanning the horizon and seeing where
I know I said I'd fight for my last point, but I'd much rather get more out. He's fighting.
Gold cup that you can pick up.
evil force always
head over
finds
to
its
the
mark.
bottom of the Danu temple and you'll find that one of the trees, as I'm showing you in my gameplay here, has a hole in it. You need to go over to the hole, hold square to put your scorpion inside it, and then hold square again below the hole to put down your glass cup. If the scorpion isn't going in the tree, knife the hole instead of holding square. That should sort it because you're like stabbing it into the tree,
What was he
but the cup
shouting, eh?
should still go down
cannot
from holding
understand.
square. The tree sap will be drained by the scorpion and start falling into the cup. At this point, you need to kill whatever zombies are around you and end your round. Try and hold square on the cup to pick it up.
I am
If you
nearly
can't just
out of
yet,
ammo.
you might need to wait a little bit more time or get some more kills in the spray. But
plasma
you should
will
be
take
fine
care of it.
once the round
We
takes
have a
over.
special
Once the
box.
cup has been able to be picked up, you need to head over to your mystery box. You're going to donate your little cup of acid to the mystery box itself. Just scoot along the sides of the box here, give it the cup, and then use the box, and you should get the death of Orion right out of the first spot.
There must be some mistake.
Finish the process, and if you so desire, you can punch this thing as well. The way it works is on R2,
We meet
your
again,
right trigger, you can fire your scorpion.
Oh my god.
Now is your
I
chance.
don't understand why it takes.
Tell everyone you saved the world's greatest cup.
And charge up, and then release.
Now wait again.
This is honestly one of the weirdest but coolest zombie
I see. The blue ones give strength to the others. I could do this all night.
And it's literally just
I am getting fed up with these screaming werewolves.
this, and you're literally holding the scorpion, holding and charging and then firing and catching it. Excuse me? That thing is awesome though. Anyway, to give you guys an idea of how the weapon works, to be clear, the upgraded version is the Circuit's Kiss, while the regular version is the Death of Orion, and so
They say monks cannot buy happy.
medallion challenges in
I
this small
say.
area of the map, you now know how to get it. I'm going to wrap things up here though. I
once made love
Thank you
on
for
a
watching
tiger
this
skin
No Nonsense
rock.
Guide. If you enjoyed,
Better
then
than these beasts, I assure you.
Okay, round 70. So dumb. Don't have any meat really on it.
Let's show the crowd a good time, shall we? We must be doing something right. They are sending more big guys. No, please, no applause. Just throw insta-kills.
Max ammo. Fire sale.
I am not what they call a cheapskate. I believe you get what you pay for. Still, 10 pesos for a weapon.
Fire sale.
And I thought I was hot-blooded.
Can you, like, I hate that it takes forever just to kill them.
Something protects the demons from the fire. This is better than those.
From Serpents.
I once killed a corrupt judge with a hammer. Objection overruled. An empty jar is useless, even from a goddess.
strong, glowing, sort of sparking thumbs up can be done in the following way. arena, to make them all happy, they're going to want to give you a gift. And the announcer will say something like, "A gift from the gods." When this happens, you're going to want to keep your eye out for a small present of some kind being thrown into the arena. As your affinity goes from negative to positive, you'll get some items thrown from the crowd, but they won't be what you want here. You just need to keep going when that happens, so you have a strong, full thumbs up with the glowing green sparks on it. When you get the sparks and then you get an item, that's when you know that you're on the right track for the Easter egg quest. Now, it can be quite hard to see, but if you look for the confetti effect when it lands, that can help you find it. But also, I just recommend that as soon as you hear that quote, you basically keep scanning the horizon and seeing where it lands. Once that thing hits the floor, it's going to break open, and inside there will be a small gold cup that you can pick up. Hold square and pick it up. Head over to the bottom of the Danu Temple, and you'll find that one of the trees, as I'm showing you in my gameplay here, has a hole in it. You need to go over to the hole, hold square to put your scorpion inside it, and then hold square again below the hole to put down your glass cup. If the scorpion isn't going in the tree, knife the hole instead of holding square. That should sort it, because you're like stabbing it into the tree, but the cup...
My fingers remain crossed for real.
The wrong place, oh. Please don't. I hate that. It's so stupid. You get surrounded so easily. Oh my. Well, I love kind of what I'm doing now, and I can grab stuff easier. And without super freaking high level or high rounds. As high rounds are pretty low rounds in this game.
Should still go down.
Which is stupid in my opinion, but whatever.
Mr. Waffles.
Range. Get back to where we were pretty quickly.
Well, I started to get worried the very second the lady said pray for your safe return. I thought
The fire of Ra has been claimed.
I understand her extra ominous tone. I have seen some depictions of gladiatorial combat alongside some of the pictorials I have been featured in. I remember one very vividly. I had a small mustache. As far as I can tell, the jeering crowd appear to have been spared the effects of the poison. As have I. Curious. Very curious. Take it. But do not think for a minute that I can be bought.
Thirst for glory!
Time to flay the carne!
A challenge met, a god appeased.
There's what I wanted.
A contender petitions a god. Will they satisfy?
Now that is a lot of gold. I'm sure no one will notice if a little goes missing.
Contender calls the champions of Ra.
You should have stuck to the champion wood.
The champions of Ra are slain.
Shotgun still ready to use. That is no ordinary tree. I would wager it is fed by more than fertile soil and fresh water. I'm good with plants. I know these things.
A contender calls the champion of Danu.
Someone new to enter the fight.
The champion of Danu is slain.
How does one get in on this scam? I could use the extra pesos. Ooh, that's a nasty cut. Hey, get this man a doctor, eh?
Bonus points.
Bonus points.
While I would literally kill for a warm bath, I do not think that this is the place. Ugh, so unsanitary.
A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
Let us play a game with this crowd. I will be the matador, and you will be the cook. Ole!
The champions of Zeus are slain.
I will need more money to waste these ones.
Double points.
They say money cannot buy happiness. I say everything else is for sale.
A contender calls the champion of Odin.
Hey, I know how we can get these tigers to leave us alone. All we need is a giant saucer of milk.
The champion of Odin is slain.
Dios mío, this priest is quite the butcher. Oh, he will not place my head on the block. No gracias. Diego Necali is no piece of meat. You got first blood, but I got last.
The trial awaits.
Ooh, I'll keep this for now. Come on! The crowd demands blood, and I am please! What do we have here, eh? A trail of fire to light Diego's way? Color me intrigued. A gift from the fire. Another riddle. Someone is playing games with me. I like games. I know that I am under the influence of powerful exotic drugs, but this event feels too real. A little too spectacular. It feels like my birthday. I will be needing some antiseptic now. You will be needing a new head. Your complexions are terrible. May I recommend a chemical peel? Well, this is not going to be in the next Diego novel. That much is...
That hurt me that much? Wow. Okay.
As my friend Pancho Villa likes to say, caca does not breathe. A trap of flames. I like this. It adds an element of danger to all this sense.
Double points.
The seals in the flames must protect the creatures. Who wants to make a bet, eh? Aha! This is better than bowling! Anything is better than bowling.
Full power.
They'll give me when they're ready, right?
Bonus points.
fun of my life.
Double points.
Perhaps now we get a real chance. If your trainer is here.
A gift from Sir Kent.
Amor. Is it coincidence that they sound so much alike? Looks like it's time for the Mexican axe dance again.
No, this is where I'm stuck at. Alright, let's...
From holding square. Tree sap will be drained by the scorpion and start falling into the cup. At this point, you need to kill whatever zombies are around you and end your round. Try and hold square on the cup to pick it up. If you can't just yet, you might need to wait a little bit more time or get some more kills in this room. But you should be fine once the round ticks over. Once the cup has been able to be picked up, you need to head over to the mystery box. You're going to donate your little cup of acid to the mystery box itself. Just scoot along the sides of the box here, give it the cup, and then use the box, and you should get the Death of Orion right out of the open burst stun. Congratulations, you've now finished the process, and if you so desire, you can pack-a-punch this thing as well. The way it works is the box, and you should get the Death of Orion right out.
Listen, I do not ask for much, eh? I would have accepted sangria, or even... Cabernet.
Wait, hang on.
Try and hold square on the cup to pick it up. If you can't just yet, you might need to wait a little bit more time or get some more kills in this room. But you should be fine once the round ticks over. Once the cup has been able to be picked up, you need to head over to the mystery box. You're going to donate your little cup of acid to the mystery box itself. Just scoot along the sides of the box here, give it...
That's annoying.
Before. Sister Josefa, is that you?
Alright, hang on, we're gonna
I
have
am
to
getting fed
fix
up with
this.
these screaming muertos. For each and every shitty weapon that you have ever given to me. I once fought a giant.
Thanks once again for just sitting there. I love this game. I honestly do. I love how my character just sits there and just sits there.
Insta-kill.
the cup, and then use the box, and you should get the Death
Now I have
of
the
Orion.
Death of Orion. Now what I can do is go back.
And the crowd will start throwing things at you. But instead of a power-up, it's gonna be poop. That's right, they chuck some poop remaining for the Death of Orion. And once your Death of Orion steps are done, you're going to want to actually get negative affinity. Yep, we're going right back the other way and getting a red thumbs down now. Now you can do this really easily by taking damage from the fire in the arena. That is a perfect way to lower your affinity. You can also do it by throwing grenades at the crowd.
Insta-kill and a Bowie knife. They go together like steak and red wine.
Time to chuck some fire at these guys. Time to piss some people off.
If I run out of ammo and die, won't I just wake back up in that cave? I suppose if Phantasma is too busy, I will buy my own ammo.
Full power. Show them no mercy.
Time to give the crowd a reason to cheer. Diego! Diego!
Okay, it's not
We
the
meet
guy though.
again, Destroyer. The battle continues, but now with fewer flying axes.
Come on, get mad at me, guys. There we go. There we go. Let's not go down, though. Almost there. Really? Come on, going down.
Generally getting hit by Ember's effect on it, and you'll be able to pick it up. While that's happening, we're waiting for it to kind of cook, we have other work to do. Find one of the metal hooks hanging above the cauldron, and the gladiator needs to throw his axe through one of the burning wooden pyres and without too much hassle. It's basically just the step specifically where they throw something into the center of the arena, and you need to be on max glowing affinity for a full round. It needs to be the sparking green one for a full round, and so just getting to that point can be a little tricky unless you conserve those champions' affinity. Last comment about affinity, don't go in the fire, it ruins your affinity. Okay, enough about the Death of Orion. I'm telling you that you need to build that, so as soon as the Pack-a-Punch is opened, that is your job. Start building the Death of Orion. Like I said before, there'll be extra info as well down below, and all my guides are linked below too. While you're working on building the Death of Orion, you're going to want to wait until you get a gladiator zombie, and the gladiator needs to throw his axe through one of the burning wooden pyres in the spawn. If you get him to spawn downstairs, it's fine, don't worry, just run him up the stairs and then kind of crouch or stand behind that wooden pyre, and the gladiator should throw his axe through it and knock off a chunk of wood. You need to pick that wood up and...
I might have already done that.
I'm not usually so drawn to lumber, but this wood, it took an axe from me. Muchas gracias, my lucky plank.
It might take you a few seconds to be able to grab it, that's what happened in my game here, but pick up the chunk of wood and bring it downstairs to the cauldron, that's the big metal pot below Odin's temple. We're going to put the piece of wood inside one of the metal hooks hanging above the cauldron. Chuck it in there, and it then needs to just sit there and burn, essentially.
Luminoli confirmed. No.
2 to 3 full rounds. So it could be that you put it in there on round 12, and then round 13 and round 14 both pass, and then you can pick it up on either 15 or 16. When it's done, it will get an embers effect on it, and you'll be able to pick it up. While that's happening, and we're waiting for it to kind of cook, we have other work to do. Obviously here you can finish off any steps you need remaining for the Death of Orion. And once your Death of Orion steps are done, you're going to want to actually get negative affinity. Yep, we're going right back the other way and getting a red thumbs down now. Now you can do this really easily by taking damage from the fire in... So have someone in your game get negative affinity. And I want to be clear here. For the Serket's Kiss, one person can do that, and then it will be in the box for your team. And similarly, for this, you only need one person to have negative affinity for what we're currently doing. Once someone has that negative affinity, they should start getting items from the crowd. So go to the arena, and the crowd will start throwing things at you. But instead of a power-up, it's going to be poop. That's right, they chuck some poop your way, and you need to run through it holding square. You'll grab the poop, you might lose some points from it because the crowd aren't happy with you, but you've now got the poop, and we then only need one other piece to be able to keep going with what we're doing here. That other piece is a skull, and to get it, you need to go into the main temple area where the Pack-a-Punch is, and look for a particular skull in there that's going to have a blue icon on its forehead. There are multiple spawn points for this, and I'm going to show as many as I can in this video. However, as is the case with all of the steps in this guide, if you get stuck at any point, remember what I said, go to the description down below. The spawns I know are as follows. It could be under any of the gold symbols on the walls, so on the left there, or somewhere on the right there on one of those skulls, or it could be on this stone pillar in the kind of middle area. Then going up the stairs, it can be on the side of this wall just here, quite near the stairs. Or it can be a little further away from the stairs as well. Then the...
This guy can stop hitting me. I really appreciate it.
same pattern is basically repeated on the other side of the road. So those skulls in the middle there, you can have it spawn there, and you can have it spawn under both of these gold.
You who are about to die, salute me.
Symbols, or you can have it spawn up the stairs, and that's where it ended up being in my game. Remember, there's one spawn further along the wall, it could be right next to the door on the right hand side even, or it's just here, as you can see in my game, with that blue symbol on its forehead. Now, to pick this thing up, we're going to just pop our specialist weapon. Walk right up to it.
You can barely see that. So it... This guy stopped being an ass. How does everyone see these?
Pop your specialist weapon out, and it should fall onto the floor. Maybe hold square if it hasn't already done it. Maybe get your middle there. You can have it spawn there. However, as is the case with all of the steps in this guide, if you get stuck at any point, remember what I said, go to the description down below. The spawns I know are as follows. It could be under any of the gold symbols on the walls, so on the left there, or somewhere on the right there, on one of those skulls, or it can be on this stone pillar in the kind of middle area. Then going up the stairs, it can be on the side of this wall just here, quite near the stairs, or it can be a little further away from the stairs as well. Then the same pattern is basically repeated on the other side of the room. So those skulls in the middle there, you can have it spawn there.
I think that's it. It's not really like... No, they kind of all have a... Or just like just missing it. I'm gonna look for someone else's guide. No, Jay, he's very,
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoahJ456, and today we'll be showing you guys how to build the Death of Orion and or the Sturket's Kiss, which is the upgraded version of the Death of Orion. This thing is absolutely incredible. I think this is one of my favorites.
Word essay due tomorrow that I haven't.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoahJ456, and this is it. It's the big kahuna. After many crashes and many blue screens later, I finally have for you guys the very first fighter that spawns in, because you will obviously have to wait rounds after this, and that is just very, very bad for you. So grab that piece of wood, you're on around early. That's a lot of extra time you have to wait. So go ahead, put this in there ASAP, and get on to the next step. So the next step is to head over to the Flooded Crypt and find this little machinery box right here. Now, this is the first spawn location of it. The second spawn location is all in this room. It is right here on this little pedestal. And the third possible spawn location is over here on this wall. I'll just pretty much...
Who is that?
find this little meat grinder, and then you need is over here on this wall. Just pretty much find this little meat grinder, and then you need to run early. That's a lot of extra time you have to wait. So go ahead, put this in there.
You cannot escape me.
Hey, don't touch me.
ASAP and get on to the next step. So the next step is to head over to the flooded crypt and find this little machinery box right here. Now this is the first spawn location of it. The second spawn location is all in this room. It is right. Here on this little pedestal, and a third possible spawn location is over here on this wall. Just pretty much find this little meat.
Game doesn't have it, apparently. Am I sure this is the right room? It looks like the right room.
Stand and fight.
Grinder, and then you need to go ahead and get the Death of Orion and take it over. And remember that skull that we got from the very, very beginning? We're actually going to hold square and put that skull into the top of this meat grinder, and we're going to shoot it with the Death of Orion 3 different times. So you will obviously need the Death of Orion for this. This is the only Easter egg step. Activate your specialist weapon, and that will actually pop the skull out of the wall. You cannot. If you have your specialist weapon ready, get as close as you can to the skull. Crouch down if you need to. Activate your specialist weapon, and that will actually pop.
His was right there, like, not directly there, but... This one. Maybe this one.
And you will eventually find this.
Okay, so...
with a little symbol on its forehead. Now, whenever you do find this skull,
This guy's pissing me off.
I sharpen my
You got him.
max ammo.
My hair burning. No! Say it's not so! This is a
Really?
sign from above. Life is precious, dear. Now get up and take it from your enemies. How could I deprive the crowd of their favorite Mexican gladiator? When I was a boy, I wanted to be a lion tamer. Take it all back now. I prefer dogs to cats, especially after today.
look. I need you to tell me, like, hey, here, I just need you to do it right here. No, I don't want the shield. Just, like, cutting pizza, maybe.
Does anyone have a charger? We're dying.
Never did die.
If you're tired of charging, plugging in, dying, I'm dying. Chromebook.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the entire solo Easter egg guide for the map Tigers. Now they're going to be random, there's no way of knowing it will cause a bigger fire inside of that room. Now once you've got that head, make your way up to the spawn, and because you completed those 3 challenges earlier to collect your Pack-a-Punch pistol, you will now see a cauldron sat in the middle of the whatever you want, but that from that scorpion and going into that base. Now all you the wall. So right now there's around 8 locations for this skull to spawn in on. And I'm showing you guys a diagram on screen right now of where you can find every
That doesn't help.
single one of these skull locations. So just use this map, find
Thanks to yourself, Kuko.
I don't know. I just don't know how to do it. I can't see it. See, this is the middle. It's not there. Okay. Back over here. It's not here either. Right here. This is the middle of this one. Right over here. I don't see it. I don't know. They're gonna kill me.
skull on this step, activate your specialist, and the skull will come out of the wall and you can pick it up. Once you've done that, take the skull that you just picked up over to the blooded crypt room. Now that you're there, you'll notice that there is now a grinder spawned into the map.
Nope. Maybe Mr. Dalek JD can help
So
me.
what's going on, everyone? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and today I'm going to be giving you a full Easter egg guide on the map 9. Else, until that, you can very easily get the parts that you hold up, which we can then go ahead and pick up after 3 charge shots of the Death of Orion. Now we have all of these items. You simply want to run to the bottom floor of the Zeus Tower, and you want to place all of these items by holding your interaction button. And as you can tell, it's almost sort of protruding out of the wall ever so slightly. So just scour around the map like you're seeing me do till I eventually come across it. But where I found it might not necessarily always be where it is in your game, but when you do come across it, you need to look at it whilst...
I just saw it. Gotta kill these one then. Like, pissing me off. So it looks a little whiter than all of them too. It's actually shiny, so. I think that was
You want to fight?
I think so.
You just got one.
I don't know. No, they did double tap me like that. Oh. This is gonna be the death and I just know it. No.
Activating your special weapon, and this will cause the skull to pop out from the...
What the fuck? What is this?
Hey guys, Calhoun92 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to find the skull for the Purge the Blight step on the IX or the 9 Easter egg. So guys, if this helps you out, go ahead, leave this video a like. I would appreciate it. I went through about 20 games trying to find all these locations just to make sure that I didn't miss any of these. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So this first portion, I'm going to have all the areas lit up, like I said I would before. And the second portion, after I walk you through all that, I will have some gameplay of me picking up the skull in different areas, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. If you are still having problems, I have a few tips for you I'll share at the end of the video. What you're going to see on the screen right now is a map of all the known locations, and it's pretty straightforward, but I found that some of the...
There it is.
The thoughts I have. This is like picking the best coconut at the market. I overthrew a government and liberated a nation. Who are you to claw me, eh?
Okay, well, finally got that. Forever. It's awful.
Hey, how's it going? Ever heard about this game called League of Legends?
Yeah, shut up.
About it now. Check it out. Each game you get.
And you can have it spawn under both of these gold symbols, or you can have it spawn up the stairs. And that's where it ended up being in my game. Remember, there's one spawn further along the wall. It could be right next to the door on the right-hand side even, or it's just here, as you can see in my game, with that blue symbol on its forehead. Now, to pick this thing up, we're going to just pop our specialist weapon. Walk right up to it, pop your specialist weapon out, and it should fall onto the floor. Maybe hold square if it hasn't already done it. Maybe get your specialist weapon up to level 3 if it doesn't work for you the first time, but as you can see here, it worked for me at level 1, and then hold square to grab the skull itself and put it in your inventory. The only thing we need now is a skull grinder. There are 3 known skull grinder locations so far. I'm going to show you all of them in this gameplay, and I'm also going to mention a quick possible 4th spawn. The first is right here where it actually is in my game, so this is a possible skull grinder location. We also have one just over here. This is another possible spawn, and we've then finally got another known spawn just over here as well. Now the 4th spawn could be on the other side of the room somewhere in that corner. It should be pretty obvious, so if it's not in the 3 spawns that I've just pointed out, check in the other corner of the room, and then check the surrounding corridors, and also check the description down below, because there's a good chance if there are further spawns, I'll just post a screenshot of it down there. Now this is the first step where you actually need the Death of Orion. It doesn't have to be upgraded, it can just be the regular Death of Orion, but you will need it. You're going to put your skull...
There we go.
So the skull has been ground into a fine white powder.
In the grinder by holding square, and then you're going to shoot with an upgraded shot specifically at the grinder 3 times. Now, in my game here, it actually bugged out a little bit, and I had to shoot it like 5 times. So if it looks like it's not behaving, then maybe shoot it a couple more times. But remember, it has to be a charged shot, and the electricity should kind of flow over the grinder like you can see here. And what it's going to do is grind the skull into a paste. In the bottom left-hand corner of the grinder itself, you can see I'm going to pick it up right here
powder.
when it's done, just by holding square once again. And we then, once we have the poop, the paste, and the wood, are going to be able to mix this all together in one of the bowls in the bottom of Zeus's chambers in the red blood room. Just run over to it, hold square on there, and they should all go inside. You now need to do some more waiting for this stuff to mix.
It may be wise to keep it away from Shaw.
Wait, what? What I miss?
So we have the poop, the paste, and the wood are going to be able to mix this all.
distracted and forgot to count my bullets. butcher comes to trim Diego's perfect hair? I think not. Monsters seem drawn to me. And really, who can blame them? And now we believe. You see? It's easy. This whole setup is so elaborate. All we wanted was to open a door. Now we've inhaled hallucinogens, gone back in time, fighting gladiators. Not complaining, just confused. Ah! What pit of hell did this thing crawl out of? Okay, Phantasma, I am all out of bullets. Hey, I thought we had a deal. Where is my ammo, eh?
He says,
I have something for
It is embarrassing that I must resort to purchasing ammo. Normally, Phantasma is more helpful. You fought well, senor. But you are no Diego. Hijo de su madre. Sí, Diego. Hot coals are hot. Estúpido. Mierda. I prayed I would never see one of those devils again. Just kidding. I actually prayed for a decent breakfast, but well, that did not happen either. Do not be shy, Muerto. Diego has something for you. Fast, elegant, and deadly as hell.
full power.
Altogether, in one of the bowls in the bottom of Zeus's chambers in the Red Blood Room. Just run over to it, hold square on there, and they should all go inside. You now need to do some more waiting for this stuff to mix together inside the bowl, and it's going to take, again, between 2 and 3 full rounds. When it's done, you'll see some smoky, kind of green effect, and you'll be able to pick it up. As soon as you can pick it up, run over to Danu and place it down in the middle of her floor. You can place it, as you can see, just here. It's going to be fairly dark, but it's the patch of ground that doesn't have any water on it. Now, surprise, surprise, you're going to have to wait another 2 to 3 rounds here for this thing to start smoking green on the floor. While you're waiting for those rounds to pass, I recommend that you and your teammates charge your special weapons up to level 3. Just level them up as much as you can. They're going to be really useful later in this guide. I also recommend that you pack-a-punch your Death of Orion into the Circuit's Kiss, because that thing is really, really useful.
Ah, so there is a chink in your armor.
Break their bones!
Your jumping days are over. Out of bullets. Well, I must demonstrate my talents.
Max ammo.
Where I'm from, that would be mass ammo. Sounds like my Marina's are home for you.
I'm already using it.
I think we are going to be okay. I believe you're looking for my friend Stanton. He loves group hugs.
Come on! Seriously? You're kidding me. You're honestly just kidding me. Oh. This fucking game's so frustrating. This game is so frustrating.